I observed him carrying the baby. While he was carrying the baby, he told me both the mother and the father is HIV positive. One of my friends was a resident pastor of a street church. So I happened to visit him during those moments and got exposed to the real issues happening in the streets of Kuala Lumpur. And I've seen people sleeping beside the garbage tanks. While we were distributing food to them, there was a mother who carried a baby, and that baby had blisters all over her body. My friend, I observed him carrying the baby. While he was carrying the baby, he told me both the mother and the father is HIV positive. I was very sympathetic towards the baby, but I was unsure whether I can touch the baby. So this was running in my mind for some time. Was I carrying some form of thought that limited myself from expressing God's compassion at that point of time? So this was one of the reasons I told myself, no, this should not happen. I should not have any form of limitations in my thought to care or to show my love towards people living with HIV.
I think about 15 years ago, I was invited to an opening ceremony of a home in Bukit Berintok by He Intends Victory. Then I was informed that these are children who are living with HIV. Really shocked because I always thought HIV is only for adults. When I saw children, my heart really broke. True. And the stigma towards them, of course, and the discrimination that they go through just because they are HIV positive. I've heard of cases where schools do not allow them because they are HIV positive. I mean, for me, as a father myself, when children are not allowed to study or go to school, I think that provokes me, and say, what's happening? What can we do better? That experience led me to attempt or initiate HIV/AIDS Center in Seremban actually between the years 2011 to 2014. My feeble attempts failed because of lack of knowledge and support. Most of the time I was discouraged from such an initiative due to the challenges that come with HIV/AIDS ministry. After I attended the Christian Conference of Asia, at that meeting I met two other participants from Malaysia, Siolin and Norma from Malaysian Care. We as Malaysians were really concerned about the increase in the number of HIV/AIDS cases in Malaysia. At that point, I realized that ELCM is called not only to reconcile with one another within the church, but also with the community around us, especially people who are living with HIV.
When we look at the life of Christ, we also know that He emptied Himself. He was not here for Himself, sent by God for the world. But we need to go out and touch people's life through the compassion, through the love of God. We have a responsibility in the society. That responsibility comes with action.
I think in my experience at first, everyone was a bit puzzled. Some were even apprehensive because this was not like implemented in a particular congregation only, but it was implemented church-wide. So the first initiative after the HIV roundtable was to expose our pastors to the different HIV/AIDS ministries in Malaysia. So we visited I think about 4 homes, and during those visits we actually realized there was a positive impact on pastors especially. I think that's important because when pastors are convinced, then congregation members also see the need to be involved in the ministry. So that is how we actually started. And then we realized that that actually helped to reduce stigma actually. Congregation members begin to get involved because their pastors were involved. So naturally they also wanted to be part of that ministry. I think the first year when we said we're going to have World AIDS Day during Advent, the reaction was a bit different. Everybody was like shocked. Advent is supposed to be time for us to prepare for the coming of the Lord and celebrate Christmas. Why is it we're having commemoration of World AIDS Day? Then I said, don't you all think that's the best time actually? Because we receive Christ as a gift and it's time for us to celebrate with others this gift. And I said, this should be the best time actually, rather than thinking otherwise. So that was the initial reaction. But now, 3 years down the road, Everyone has understood that, and we kind of give time during Advent and even in January, so that all our congregations can actually participate. Young people are the ones who are the most excited, and children also. So it's like bringing everybody together to celebrate Christmas, not just among ourselves. I think we as Christians are, over the years, we think that Christmas is only for us and we celebrate it, but also with others actually, especially PL-HIV and CL-HIV. Over the years, we are only thinking about ourselves. Our calling is not to think about ourselves only, but also to express Christ-like love beyond the walls of our church. So we have to come out of that attitude, and we need to walk out of our walls and journey with people who are living with HIV. My first passion, I would say, is to support existing HIV/AIDS ministry, because I know they are having a lot of challenges financially, in terms of human resource and all that. And if we have that kingdom mentality, right, we're supposed to support one another. So that is my first, I would say, passion. Second, then I'm thinking in terms of long term, to really have a place for those who don't have a place, especially for children, because I know they have difficulties in school and there are other challenges in which we can really nurture them and do what others cannot do.
I want to encourage that you are doing great. You're doing a very good job. It's not just a job, it's a transformation for the entire society. It's a gift of life. As much as we see Jesus as a gift of life, you are a gift for this society, because you're able to play a part in social transformation.
So I think even if someone is not tapping and someone is not saying words of encouragement, someone is not showing you thumbs up, whatever, doesn't matter. You just do faithfully, because only God rewards and God is watching. So don't be worried about what others have to say about your ministry, as long as you are faithful unto Him.